Gotta hope and pray it's the right one. Let's see. All right, it is the right one. Thank God. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Slice of Shonen Podcast. I am your host on the boat, Sailor, and it's been a little bit. We've been gone for a minute. We're back. What? Yeah, last week missed the podcast. Busy. Plans got in the way. But hey, that's okay. We're here now. We're going to talk about some stuff. I want you guys all to send some positive energy to Taco. My boy is sickly. That man has the suds, fucking Rona 19. He's got what's it called? The ninja AIDS that Itachi had, bro. He has everything, bro. So please send some positive messages over to my guy. He was kind enough to grace us with his presence for a little bit because he just wanted to check in. You know, he just wanted to say hi to everybody. So Taco, brother, how are you feeling? Is your legs falling off?
I'll survive. I'm feeling better now because I've been sick for a couple days now anyway. But I didn't want to stay for the whole pod, but I wanted to get on and just like say what's up because I missed the pod, last week.
Well, we all did.
Did we ever tell them why we didn't do the podcast?
No, we did not.
No, I wasn't sure. I was going to leave that up to you guys if you wanted to talk about it or not.
A great deal of us were at Anime Expo.
Yeah.
In Los Angeles.
A big group of us got together. Some traveled very far, others not as far. And we met up at Anime Expo for the first time. And it was a lot of fun. Anime Expo is fucking crazy. But a lot of us got COVID, me included.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
So it was fun, but now I'm dealing with the repercussions of it.
There was a
con flu. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got the con flu.
Hey, in the words of Fergie, I am currently broke, so I kept my broke ass home. But I sent a whole bunch of positive vibes. The guys had fun.
Didn't fucking work.
That's all that matters. I mean, it did in the moment.
True.
I didn't plan for like the post production. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we could probably, because there's a lot to talk about this week, chapter wise. So we could probably talk more about the trip later.
Yeah, that sounds good. We can talk about it once everyone's like all good.
Yeah, because we have more people who went to on the pod.
Yeah,
today, so.
There will probably be some really fun stories, I imagine.
Yeah, but I just wanted to say what's up to everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and head out. So
Take care,
I hope
brother.
everyone enjoys the pod. The Kagurabachi this week went fucking nuts.
It was so good, bro.
41 chapters, not a single bad one.
Not a single miss.
Hasn't missed. Yeah,
nigga, go to sleep. Take care.
I'll see y'all later.
Bye bye. Yeah, that's our guy right there, man. That's our guy. You guys are friends. Aren't co-hosts supposed to hate each other? Listen, man, we can do both. Thank you for the $5 donation, Mario. Clover looks to the past, Dragon looks to the present, and Vegapunk Vegapunk, if I could read, the future. Bro, Dragon looks east, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Nah, I'm kidding. That's a good way of putting it. But yeah, I guess with that being the case, I feel like we should just dive right into One Piece, huh? Good transition, unless you guys want to talk about something before we get started.
No.
Okay, yeah, let's dive right into it then. I should probably introduce who I have here. It's Silver and Zenith. You heard them already. Ensemble of Excellence. Yeah, other people
just
are
the Three Musketeers this week.
Yeah, other people are either sick, dying, or busy. So we are here. We are doing the damn thing. Strap in. It's probably gonna be a long one. Anyway, One New Piece. Chapter 1120. Fellas, how did you feel about this one?
It was pretty good. I was saying this before the pod, but man, what a cliffhanger. Like,
yeah,
what
man.
a typical One Piece cliffhanger.
Yeah, man.
My girl Atlas went out like a fucking G though.
Hey, man. You know, it feels good. You know, another Vegapunk down, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I think
All right.
as a collective, we're cooking. I'm just very proud of my team, what we accomplished, you know what I'm saying?
What team?
All we got left,
Team is this?
BBL Lilith, bro. We gon' hey, listen, maybe she sticks around. If she do, that's okay. She got a big butt. But if she don't, death to all Vegapunks. And I just win. So, like, honestly, it's a W in either situation. But yeah, this was a really fun chapter this week.
Actually, yeah, quite good.
Yeah, like in all seriousness, I had a ton of fun this week. I love the interactions already that the Iron Giant and Luffy are having together, where he's like, "Oh, Joy Boy, I'm so happy to look with you," and Luffy just stares at him and then looks behind him. He's like, "Nigga, I'm talking to you. Look at me." Like, I love this already, man. He goes to fire the big cannon, and of course, 900-year-old weapon. Of course, it doesn't fucking work. But yeah, it seems like he has this big thing in the tuck. I could have no idea what it is. I didn't think we'd be getting an answer for it so soon, especially since we're not on break this week, thank God. So we'll be figuring it out pretty soon. But yeah, overall, this was a really fun chapter, man. Not so fun at the beginning. Kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie. And I guess that kind of goes into the end of the chapter as well, because we find out that Clover's name is Clo D Clover. Yeah, Clo D Clover. Shout out my boy Clo D Strive. Shout out to my guy out there. But what were you saying, Silver? I'm sorry.
I pronounce it as Clow.
That makes sense. I could see that.
That makes sense.
Cloud.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, it don't matter too much. But yeah, well, we'll go with Cloud D Clover. So, true. Him saying like, "Yo, my brother was killed simply because he just said his name, and that was enough to take him out," and just how passionate he is to figure out what's going on. I mean, Clover has always been a character that has seemed to me that is like embodied romance and, you know, like dreams never dying and things like that. But I especially love the passion that he displayed in this chapter. Like, this was the first time, like, it was like a personal thing for him. And I don't know, like that small connection made me love this character a lot more. And I don't know, I didn't think I'd be saying that about Clover. Like, I was like, oh yeah, he's cool. You know, I care about him because Robin cares about him. I thought he was nice, but like just this little bit here of him just like being so passionate and frustrated about the current state of the world and how that moved Vegapunk and how that shifted his mind state to change what he's doing. That's just so cool, man. Like, Clover's really nice. Unfortunately, Vegapunk still ugly as all hell. Like, this man, Clover is pouring his heart out. He's like, "Why do we have to die just because of our name? This is horrible. I only survived because I lied about my brother. I left him there to die cold blood alone. I feel terrible." And he's just venting to the ugliest nigga of all time, chat. Like, oh my goodness. This is truly unfortunate. But no, this was still a really powerful scene, man. Egghead continues to deliver these really emotional moments. This arc has just been knocking it out of the park chapter after chapter for me.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, no. I did like this flashback we got a little bit, because, like, said, "If all of you die just to preserve a vast store of text for the future, it's preposterous. What lunatic would dare risk certain death to continue your research? Me. I'm that lunatic."
It's me. Yeah, man. That brother was moved. Go ahead, Zenith. I'm sorry.
I think it's so funny because this whole like thing just so legitimizes every meme of like, oh my god, the last letter in this character's first name is a D. They're a D.
Bro, yeah. Down
The
D
return
stairs.
of Condi Oriano.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's like it's such a meme that to like actually see it be real for like again for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
It genuinely like kind of stopped me for a moment. Like, no way. No.
Yeah. Shout out to the
God.
$10 donation from Kaneki, by the way. I'll try to tune in later, taking my grandma out for Sunday. Hell yeah, brother.
Oh,
Glad to
nice.
hear that. Y'all stay blessed.
Yeah.
Zenith guide you and Taco protect you. Thank you very, very much, man. Hey,
That's
if you don't
so
tune back
real.
in later, that's okay, man. We appreciate you being here even a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
man.
cool, man. Take care. But yeah, fuck, that wholesome message just made me lose my whole train of thought. Damn it. I was like, I read that. I was like, I'm so happy for y'all. I forgot immediately what I was going to say. Fuck. What was it? Damn it. What was it? I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, this was, it was really nice to see like Vegapunk be moved to such an extent by the will of Ohara and want to pick up after them. It was very wholesome, and fuck, it had something to do with the name reveal too. Oh yeah, I was thinking that it was a perfect time for a cliffhanger like this to happen because of the meme on Twitter right now where people are just Googling like internet people's like full names to be like, no way, this guy's middle name was D. like they figured out this nigga Kurt Cobain's middle name was D. They were like, they fucking shit themselves, dude. Oh my god. So yeah, this is really the perfect time for this chapter to come out. But yeah, figuring out, I guess skipping all the way to the end for a bit here since it's on topic. Oh God, it is pouring around me, chat. Listen, pray for my internet. My internet is Roy Mustang because it is useless in the rain. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, it was really nice to see at the end of this chapter, people realize like, wait, did he say Gold D Roger? Because I totally forgot that for everyone else, it's just Gold Roger. Like, I'm so used to...
Yeah, dude, same.
Yeah, I'm so used to Viz translations being like, oh, Zolo, not Zoro. So I was like, oh, they're just... They typed his name out wrong. I just chalked it up to bad translations. I totally forgot, like, no, that's like actually a major plot point. I totally forgot about that shit. So I truly cannot wait to see what the reaction is going to be to that as well as all the other info that's being given out, because it seems like Vegapunk is delving into some more stuff, because I thought it sounded like to me he was wrapping up in this chapter, but he was like, hey, you know, they stumbled upon some shit, and my prediction for the future is this. So it's gonna be interesting to hear what he has to say. I'm imagining he's gonna get cut off, but I don't know. Maybe he doesn't, because the fucking Emet, the robot, he has some shit cooking up. I don't know, man. It's really interesting.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Other than all that, I'm really not sure if there's a whole lot I have to say on this chapter, because it is kind of what's been going on for the past like weeks now.
Yeah.
Of them just trying to get away, the Gorosei being dicks about it. It's cool seeing fucking Emet. I'm not like used to that being his name. It's just not a big robot name. Like,
it's unironically like our Ethan meme.
It really is. But you know, he's cool. He's pretty cool.
He's pretty sick.
And then they like, you know, get away.
They get away, man.
You know, they're good. They did it.
Big
robot's gonna die. You know.
Yeah. Okay, so this discussion, this discussion is a bit lacking since our main guy is out.
You don't say the discussion's lacking. You go ahead with the show. Showmanship.
This podcast fucking sucks.
You guys should tune off, frankly. Like, oh my god, just the word. What are
We're
you
cooked.
even doing? We're so cooked. You know, do that. You keep the show going. Anyway,
I personally take great solace in the fact that, you know, the agenda is agending. Vegapunks are dying. You know, when York said, I'm the last one left, I felt something. I felt a twinge of of relatability. Like, I was like, oh, did I almost relate to a Vegapunk? Because I celebrated this as well. And I was like, whoa, oh, ugh, this feels kind of weird. Me personally, I think the Gorosei should turn around. They may as well clap her too, chat. I'm not gonna lie. You may as well complete the trifecta. I don't even really know if you need her that much because she has sold you. I'm not gonna lie, she has sold you. But, you know, if she's the last one, I'm kind of pissed because, you know, not death to all Vegapunks, but, you know, I like to see the agenda is agendaing.
Okay, what if I had this to say to you?
What's that?
Right? Atlas ain't dead.
No, she's cooked.
She
Like-
blew up.
I mean, to be
No,
fair, blowing up
it
in One Piece
looks
does not mean
like
death.
she blew up. It looks like she blew up. Literally, you know, dudes. I think.
Is it like
Is that what
Pythagoras
Ethan-
or something?
Yeah,
I
it's,
don't know.
no, it's Ethan. This one's Ethan.
This
That's
one is
right.
Ethan. I thought you meant the last one that blew up and was still alive for a few seconds.
Oh, so Ethan is just straight up like, you would sacrifice yourself, and she's just like, nah. And then she blows up.
You
And
want to
then
know what
we
happened to the last nigga
have-
that said nah, Zenith?
I am well aware. I'm just saying, like, immediately after that, Usopp was like, what was that? Which, so, like, I don't think that was a classic suicide explosion. Like, I think something fishy's up there, personally. And also, I just want to fuck up your agenda.
That's fucked up. What the hell? Why would you do
No,
that?
hold on. He's kind of spitting right now.
No, he's not. Why the fuck would you say that shit? Listen, we can all be happy that Vegapunks are dying. Because, you know, let's be honest, chat, let's be real. You don't want to remember all their names, chat. Come on. Like, you can be honest. You can't even name all of them. I can't even name all of them. So you should be happy that they're just dying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, do we really need them? Come on. We have Frankie here. We got Usopp. That's a genius right there. We got Sanji. Genius. Robin. Genius. Nami. She's smart when she wants to be. When it comes to money. When it comes to getting a fucking bag, she's smart when she wants to be. And
She's
I,
also
like,
an expert navigator.
yeah, you know, I was going to say navigator too. Hold on now.
Oh, true.
Hold on now. Damn.
Of course.
And then, of course, we have the smartest person on the crew, Zoro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't even really think we need, you know, like another smart person. Like, what are we gonna do with that? You know? Like, oh, I thought up the fucking Pythagorean theorem. Nigga, so what? You know, like, we don't need that. You know?
Yeah, man, of course.
See? Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Sailor thinks we share his Alzheimer's. Bro, see, this is not fair. See, what I was about to do is I was going to say, list all of them right now. But I know what you about to do, Sleeping Danger. You about to pull up One Piece Wiki in another tab. You finna look up Vegapunk, and you finna copy-paste all them fucking names, because I know you don't know. I know you don't know. Yeah, I know you don't know. I know you lying to me, man. He's trying to cap in front of everybody, but I see through it. You know what I'm saying? When you have the X-ray vision like me, I can just see through these things. But yeah, overall, this was a solid chapter, man. I really enjoyed this. I'm super excited to see what happens next week. Really good stuff. Really good stuff.
Mhm.
I'm gonna look through a couple of these comments, and then do you guys want to move on to our next section?
Yeah.
Let me see. That is cute art. Thank you. The link to the artist is in the description below. Always like to link the art down below, so make sure you guys go check him out. I thought it was cute as well, so I wanted to include it. Kagurabachi has made Sundays quite fun, to be honest. True. Let me see. Usual W. True. Common Hokozono W. True. Hope they talk about the MHA promo. Did any of you guys see it? Because I won't lie, I did. Was it the opening, or was it like new shit?
Specifically what?
Oh, wait. Are you talking about the pizza promo?
That.
That nigga's cooked.
He's already gonna be I mean, look, he's gonna have to be pulling double shifts in there and McDonald's.
Holy, bro. God damn, man. Wow. That brother is cooked, man. That was the most poorly timed out. It's not their fault either. That was so poorly timed out. God damn. Oh no, Izuku, they doing you wrong over there, brother. That's fucked up what they be doing to you.
Whole marketing team just doing them dirty.
Yeah, they shit. Hand on the pulse, they do not. Let me see. Wild weekend, huh? Yes, very wild. Let's see if they're actual punctual. Always, forever. Let me see. Taco got the heart disease that Goku got during the Android saga. That's wild. True. True and truing. Sword Saint, proceed. True. Crip D Clover, so true. Best 3 members, but you didn't hear it from me. Hey man, thank you. We'll keep it on the down low. We'll keep it on the hush hush, just between all of us. Let me see. Megumi saying, interesting, brother, you gotta recover. Yuji needs you. You don't need to be in this chat, my nigga. Yuji needs you. Lock in. Lock in, my guy. Fuck. I'm over Egghead, not gonna lie. Can we go to Elbaf now? Listen, bro, you were there last night when Shanks beat the fuck out of that nigga kid, bro. God, they made sure to let you know, yeah. Kid is not one of them ones. Good lord. I love the way that they animated that. Like the way they showed the future sight. That was super creative. I like that a lot. Good stuff. Let me see. I've lost BBL York, but at least I still have BBL Lilith. For now. Pell blew up. True. But listen, I think this is a for real blow up, Marrow. I think this is a for Trucity explosion. Let me see. Atlas has the will of P and the will of Punk Records. No. Oh gosh. Well, to be fair, we did see Pedro blow up and he's dead, bro. That is until we have a random cover story and it's like he's alive. He's trying to fight his way back to Zoe. Fuck man. Actually, what am I saying? Thank you for tending to the agenda, Edward. You're a real one for that. Thank you. Let me see. That was the one you were talking about. Okay. I'm glad that was the promo you were talking about. Let me see. Did you hear about the JJK McDonald's sponsorship? Finally, the fans can put Gojo sauce in their mouths. Let me tell you something, Hardy. I was so sad when it was revealed that Sukuna had a sauce. Not because I hate the nigga or anything. I mean, I do, but like, it's not because of that. But like, I saw someone quote retweeted like all of the sauces, and the quote retweet was, "Do you notice how Sukuna literally has no sauce?" I fell to my knees in Walmart when someone was like, actually. I was like, no, come on, bro. Come on. It was funny. Fuck, bro. It was funny. I wish that wasn't the case, man. I wish it wasn't the case. We all thought he worked at McDonald's, but actually he's Pizza Hut's strongest soldier. He is the strongest one out there, bro. He's going crazy. There was an episode last night, must have erased it from my mind. Oh, damn, Sleeping Danger. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, I forgot. You have the kid stocks. My fault, brother. I'm just glad Yuta didn't get any sauce. Hey, man. That nigga got sauced on in these 2 chapters, which I guess is the perfect transition point. Let me put my coffee down. Hold on. I need my caffeine. Shit. But anyway, perfect transition into Jujutsu Kaisen chapters 262.2 and 263. Fellas, how did you feel about these?
You're just going to be joining an Emet McDonald's soon.
I do feel like if this is the end of Yuta's involvement, it's a little
underwhelming.
Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because it's like on the page before you got like this cool little panel. Oh, it's all 3 of them rushing forward to take his ass out. I'm like, yeah, let's gonna jump him. And then it's just immediately him collapsing face first on the floor.
Listen, and before anyone says, I want to say that even though I personally am a bit underwhelmed by Yuta, let's not sleep on the fact that Yuta or Gokkotsu, he did a lot. He did a lot.
He did.
Came
Absolutely.
in, domain, him and Sukuna go back and forth for a little bit. You know, he got punched up, but he was sending some punches back. We're not going to act like he didn't. Then afterwards, this one's just funny. This dumbass nigga tries to charge purple in front of Sukuna, and Sukuna's like, nigga, what are you doing? Smacks him up. But anyway, right, he has the play with Inumaki, which we'll talk about later. He lands the hollow purple. Ultimately, it doesn't do too much in terms of damaging Sukuna, but the outside, the ripple effect is pretty good. The barrier breaks, that still leaves the shards for Todo to use Boogie Woogie. He breaks Sukuna's domain as well, which is good. And also that sets up the play for Hana at the end of the chapter with Jacob's Ladder. I don't want to sleep on the fact that Yuta did a lot. However, Yuta running and then is fucking hilarious. I really don't want, I needed to make sure that I emphasize, like, I know Yuta did a lot. Even with me feeling kind of like disappointed, if this is the end, I don't believe it is. I think he's going to get back up. But so far, Gokkotsu, but I am aware of all of the good that he did in fact do. However, him with the fucking blankie and the sleeping cap on him, hilarious. When people put the fucking your controller has disconnected at the bottom of that page when he fell, crying. I was pissing myself, bro. That is too funny, man. Agenda Kaisen is hilarious when you don't get wrapped up in it too much, man. It's really good stuff. But anyway, let's backtrack a little bit. Let's talk about 262.2. How did you guys feel about this one? Because obviously there was a lot of talk about the end of the chapter specifically. So how did you guys feel about Inumaki, you know, the whole stop thing?
I think
purple.
It's a really cool moment. I also
I thought that was actually
really
a solid
like
move.
that it's in a moment with Yuta because of that like friendship that Yuta and Inumaki have, like from Volume 0. So that's cool. I think it's really funny that both times that like these characters have had 2 moves in their arsenal that basically stop Sukuna from moving, and neither were used during the part of the fight where they have the instant death sword that also saves Megumi.
Yeah.
Which, like, okay.
Yeah, we gotta address that.
Addressing it is for sure. I've seen a lot of people bring up, well, it wouldn't have worked back then. It's only working now because he's much weaker. And, like, fair.
I actually
but also
don't
we
agree.
don't like know that.
No, I was going to say, were you still talking? I'm sorry.
No, go on.
I was going to say, I think that needs to be explained a lot more, because when the common explanation that I've seen for people is like, well, Inumaki, if he tried it earlier in the fight, it would have been like fucking atomic bomb versus coughing baby. Like, he would have just blew up because Sukuna was much stronger. And to that, I say, because when Yuta first launches the domain, they go in, and I'm talking about when he's in his body. He shows up, launches mutual love, authentic mutual love. And this is before Yuji starts like wailing on him to lower his output and stuff like that. Sukuna specifically says, my amount of cursed energy is the same as Yuta's, which is the exact same as what's going on right now, because before he launched his domain, it was stated that right now Sukuna has the same amount of cursed energy as Yuta, which, you know, like, I can believe it fluctuating and regulating at this point due to all of the black flash amps, domain usage, things like that. Like, I can believe that. That's fine. But I think it does need to be clarified as to how this was able to work with Inumaki now and why it wouldn't have worked sometime in the past, like when they did have the Executioner Sword. Because Sukuna at that time, from what we know, he should have had the exact same amount of cursed energy as Yuta does. And that's exactly what he has right now. So why would that not have worked? Is it just because it caught Sukuna off guard? That's what I'm thinking. like it caught Sukuna off guard. That was such a big thing in the sister school event where I think it was, who was it? It was like Momo. She was saying like, oh, if you don't hear it coming, it could really fuck you and a bunch of other people up. So that's what I'm thinking it is. But that then brings into question like, okay, but wouldn't that have surprised Sukuna as well? Like if they just like had it, like if somebody just had the tape recorder and played like Don't Move near him, like he wouldn't have expected that then, I don't think. I think it should be elaborated on more. Don't get me wrong. I think this is a really good moment. I thought this was cool. I love the unique paneling for it.
It looks sick.
Yeah, like in the last spread when you have the tape recorder like hitting the ground, Unlimited Void looks like auto lines. Like the background for it looks like audio lines, which is
the presentation of that whole thing is so
yeah,
good.
It's so clever. It's really cool. You have the two circles coming together for Hollow Purple. Super dope, man. JJK for a good bit. Its paneling has been kind of like simple, clean. Shout out Kingdom Hearts. But which like isn't a problem. But back in the day, like back in my day, when fucking Shibuya was going on, for example, like there was a panel where Mahito like throws something at Yuji, and the paneling for it, I remember rereading it not too long ago and be like, whoa, this is fucking sweet, dude. Damn. So yeah, it's nice to see JJK have that unique paneling again for this section, but I guess that's just what I have to say about it. Cool moment. I really wish we kind of explored why Inumaki could not do this sooner, and maybe we'll get some sort of answer later, but for now, kind of not great in that regard. But overall, cool moment.
Yeah.
But I guess that kind of drags us into this chapter, this current one, because honestly there's not much else to really talk about last week. But this chapter, I want to ask you guys, and this is a question for chat too. Were you surprised at how quickly we just kind of moved over Hollow Purple? Like,
Yeah.
that
like,
shit
it
was crazy.
It happened and then didn't.
Like the way Hollow Purple has been very funny, because Sukuna is like, oh fuck, dude, if I get hit by Hollow Purple, I'm cooked. Actually, no, I can regenerate and also die Gojo. Oh man, if I get hit by Hollow Purple again, I'm fucking cooked. Oh, that stung a little bit. Like, that's about it. And obviously, before again anyone says it, obviously Yuta does not have full control over Purple. Makes sense because it was noted in last week's chapter that Yuta doesn't have exactly precise cursed energy control, which is very much needed when handling a technique as delicate as the Limitless. So it makes sense. It's just very funny that this chapter, or last week's chapter, we set up like, oh fuck, he's gonna get hit with Hollow Purple. This week, it's Sukuna going like, oof, that kind of stung a little bit. Anyway, like, damn, bro, really? Like, we don't even get to see it connect? Sheesh. I am, that made me kind of sad because I wanted to see that. It's a small thing, but oh well, I guess. Sukuna is just okay. But anyway, you know, we talked about Gokkotsu going to sleep. Very funny. Todo getting hit with Black Flash. The fact that my boy can take one of those from Sukuna now is crazy. I shan't cap. My boy has leveled up. Holy fuck. Mahito had this man barfing up his intestines, it looked like. But this one, you know, he hacked up a little blood, but he's still able to go. But yeah, Yuji landing Soul Dismantle. That shit, that's my
crazy.
fucking goat right there, man. Like, holy shit. Soul Dismantle is fucking ridiculous. You mean to tell me he can aim right at the barrier and just use slashes right there? It's like in the tug of war, he's like literally he's just cutting the rope. He's just like, man, get the fuck out of here. Let go of this nigga's body, bro. That is ridiculous. The fact that he can just do that, and seeing Sukuna's reaction to it as well, which is, it feels like a first. God, I need another cough drop. It feels like a first with Sukuna, where he's just like, yo, I might be cooked. Like, yo, I think I'm losing. I don't know if I like this. And how fitting it is that Sukuna gets to this point, and it's because of a binding vow. You take that, you bitch! Take that shit right there! Finally, man, good lord. We finally have our heroes. I swear, God bless you, Todo. Todo came in and said, y'all know y'all can make binding vows too, right? And it's literally like the Drake and Yachty computer meme, like, oh. He's just like, oh, I can do that. True, man, true. So seeing Yuji give up what was it? It wasn't listed in the unofficial, shout out TCB though, but in the official it's listed as saying he narrowed the curse technique's target to rend the souls more effectively than an actual blow. So he's solely targeting Sukuna, which makes his things much more powerful, which is really nice. It's really cool to see. Thank goodness we got to see what he actually gave up in this chapter, which is nice. Because I'll be honest, I'm so used to JJK at this point just being like, binding vows were used. What was it? I don't know, nigga, shut up. Domain. Like, so when I saw that in the TCB one, I was like, all right. I mean, Yuji is sick, so I can't complain about it too much. This is a great moment, but damn, binding vows are just holy. So it's nice to actually see what was given up here. I still don't think binding vows are the best, like by a long shot, but it's nice to have these moments where other characters can use them and use them effectively. But yeah, seeing Sukuna like throw up his finger and be like, I'm fucking, oh Jesus Christ, I'm cooked. I am cooked.
Fuck yeah.
It's very cathartic. I love Sukuna's like his deduction. It's this nigga, it's so simple, it's stupid. He's just like, oh my god, these blows, they're killing me. He fucking pushes up his anime glasses. He's like, I know exactly what I have to do. Just not get hit. This nigga's a Dark Souls player, bro.
I mean, that's true.
This nigga's a FromSoft player, bro. He's not wrong. Good. Yeah, he's not wrong. He's just like, I just have to not get hit. Easy, man, easy. But yeah, this is setting up the whole thing with Jacob's Ladder. And I see Sleeping Danger asking it in the chat. How do we think Sukuna survives this? Because obviously Sukuna isn't going to die. I saw one funny thing on Twitter where it was like, to amend this issue of death, Sukuna just ignored it and moved on, which was very funny. Yeah. But
GG himself is gonna leap into the path of Yuji's punch, and it's just like that's what's gonna go down. Like he's going to go into the manga himself to save his lover.
Yeah, wait. Fucking, I've seen some theories with people.
Stop. Leave that man alone.
Leave him alone. He hasn't even done anything. I've seen some people saying that Sukuna is gonna be like, all right, shit, Megumi, here you go, bro. Just like swap back to him and let him take that shit.
Oh my god.
Which would be crazy. And then I've also seen people, and listen, Zenith, you'll probably get a kick out of this because it's Hakari slander. Uraume is gonna come in and stop him. Uraume is gonna come in, send like an icicle like through a dome piece or something to stop it. While Hakari is like beat up to the side and he's like still trying to recover or something. I truly do not know. I think this could be a situation where we may just figure out like, nah, man, Megumi's gone, bro. We can't do shit. I think because this was like the last ditch effort of trying to split the two souls apart. I think this is going to be the sequence where it's just like, it's just not possible at this point. I think Megumi is cooked. I have said this for a while, but I saw King bring up earlier like the author comments that Akutami made over the weekend, and we'll definitely talk about them. But one of them that he made was, it was something along the lines of just like, hey, why'd you make Mahoraga? And Gege's explanation was like, well, I just wanted Sukuna to be interested in Megumi for a reason. This is the reason. Plus, I wanted to give Sukuna a way to beat Gojo. Is pretty much what he said. So Mahoraga 10 Shadows, that shit was never Megumi's, bro. That shit was never Megumi's. You know, like this symbol of his failings. You know, I thought he was going to be the first person in line to tame it, and it was going to be like a cathartic moment for Megumi. Nah, little nigga. Sorry, buddy. Strong possession. Sorry to hit you with that, brother. So yeah, I think Megumi has already served his purpose in the story. He really doesn't have anything less left to do. Yeah, I think this next chapter, which sucks that we're on break, but I think that's gonna be the moment where it's like, damn, we really can't save this nigga. It's over. Especially now since Todo, he doesn't have his Vibra Slap anymore, so I think Boogie Woogie is cooked. So it's not like we can rely on him to like swap us around. I think it is just gonna be a situation where it's like, listen, bro, we need to kill this nigga. we need to kill this nigga, because at this point, like, Hana isn't going to fight. Hana isn't going to fight. It was stated in this chapter, and Gokkotsu is on a timer, and that nigga's in EP mode right now, so we don't even know. Todo doesn't even have his technique right now, bro. We gotta kill this nigga. We can't allow him to keep, like, if he gets a domain again, wallahi, brother. Wallahi. So I think that's what it's ultimately going to be. I think it is going to damage Sukuna, but I don't think it's going to kill him, because that's just kind of how it is, unfortunately. Like, it's I'm coming to accept, Taco's brought it up before, it's like, why didn't they just do this? Because plot. Because plot. And, you know, obviously Yuji is going to be the one to end Sukuna, so literally anyone else doing it is like, cap, I don't believe you. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see on that one. There were a few more things that we can talk about outside of the chapters. Did you guys have anything else you wanted to say about them before we talk about these other things?
Not really. I mean, they're pretty short chapter. Well, okay, the latest one isn't a short chapter, obviously. It's just like content wise, it's
just a lot of fighting.
Yeah. And I guess we'll just see. That's how it is. We'll see. It's
True.
Okay, I guess like the question about Jacob's Ladder is how much we think it's gonna do. I don't think it's gonna do shit, personally.
It's hard to say, because the last time Sukuna got hit with a max output one, he literally just got burned a little bit. He got charred. It was like, ouch. That kind of hurt a little bit. And then he like recovered. Well, not recovered fully, but like he recovered pretty quickly from it.
He was chilling.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, because Hana, the way she hit him with that shit, that nigga was screaming, bro. So I want to believe that does like significant damage. I feel like it has to. I feel like it has to do significant damage, and like, it's like we can't pull apart like the souls. Like, if we keep going, both of them are going to die. And maybe that's like Hana stops again. I don't know, but all I know is that she's not gonna fall for the same thing twice. If she did, God help Hana Kurusu, bro. God is helping Hana Kurusu, and that bitch still can't do nothing. so listen, man. I know she's not gonna fall for the same thing again. I think it's going to do significant damage this time. But that's just gonna be when we learn, like, we cannot pull their souls apart. It's cooked.
Okay.
But first thing we can talk about is that Gege over the weekend, like I said, he had some other comments that we can talk about.
Yeah, some shit to say.
Yes, sir. And of course, let me know if I'm forgetting anything, my two co-hosts here or chat. So the first thing we'll talk about is that this arc, Shinjuku Showdown, is the final arc / saga in all of JJK. How do you guys feel about that?
Well, it was obvious to me. Like,
yeah, pretty much. Like,
you know, like,
there's really no direction they can go in after this point.
Yep.
And the most it would be like a mini aftermath arc, like what we got going in MHA right now. But other than that,
I will say, and I've seen a lot of people bring up disappointment, because to a lot of people, this confirmed to them that we are not going to see the merger at all. And I've seen some very reactionary takes off of that where it's like, oh
Yeah.
my God, this is going down to like a 3 out of 10 for me.
Yep.
And like personally, I get it. I'm not going to say like it's going down that much if I don't see the merger for me, but I do understand the desire for it because it is this thing that has been sort of set up for a very long time, and now we're this close to actually seeing what it's about. A lot of people are basically Kenjaku right now. They just want to know what it's going to look like, you know? And like, then I see the counter argument. It's like, well, if it's used, they lose. You know, the series just ends. And it's like, not necessarily. We don't know what it's going to be like. And literally, that literally happened in Naruto. Where it's like, oh my god, the infinite Tsukuyomi, if that's used, they're gonna lose. And then it was used, and the series didn't end. They still had a chance because of unforeseen circumstances. And it's like, you know, like, it being, like, over is dependent on how it's written. So I totally understand why people want to see it so badly, and, like, why it's kind of a deal breaker for some. It's not a deal breaker for me, but I would be a little disappointed, you know? Like, it would be cool to see it.
I mean, go ahead, Silver.
I was originally in the camp of saying, it's like, hey guys, we would ever see the merger because I thought I was also going to be in that and into the world type deal. Because for some reason, when I thought about the merger happening and how it works, I was just thinking of third impact from the Evangelion. That was my. It is that. Going down.
It literally is that, Silver. It is that. All of humanity merges together, and the second anyone goes, well, this sucks, everyone goes mad and crazy. The second anyone gets, like, pissed off or, like, shows any malice, then, like, the whole world is, like, we're all just cooked. But on top of that, I'm pretty sure in order to even activate the merger, Sukuna has to kill everybody in the Culling Games, right? Like, correct me if I'm wrong on that, chat. But I'm pretty sure he has to kill everybody in the Culling Games for that to happen. So that automatically was just
part
like...
of that setup is a little bit of the disappointment.
Like, from there, it was just like, okay, like, I was just like, I don't think we're ever going to see the merger. And me personally, I can definitely understand why people would be excited about it. Because it was a big thing for Kenjaku, and especially seeing Kenjaku die and, like, essentially for nothing. Like, he doesn't even get the merger. As a big Kenjaku fan, I totally get it. But for me, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care about the merger. I don't really care about it. I am much more invested in this dumbass, ugly-ass, forearm freak named Sukuna. And taking him down. And I feel like with everything, like, in the context of the story, with everything that has happened just to beat Sukuna, it would be like, what do we even do to fight the merger? You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking Yuta just came back in Gojo's body using Kenjaku's technique to fight Sukuna, just used a hollow purple, and now we're, like, going from there. Like, what the fuck else do we do? Like, what else do we do to take on the merger, bro? Like, I don't know. I personally never thought we would see something like that. But like I said, I can understand why people would be upset. It's just something that I personally didn't really have much interest in seeing. And I've seen some people, it's a very reactionary take. Well, I don't even think it's reactionary. I've seen some people say, like, oh man, if we die without, or if we go without the merger, like, seeing what that is, then the Culling Games is for nothing. And all I can say is, do they know, chat? Do they know?
The Culling Games is bad.
Do they know, chat? Yeah. Do they know? Listen, bro. We may have to virtually put our hands on their shoulder, chat, and be like, listen, man, the Culling Games was always pointless.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say, brother. I'm sorry to say. But again, I can totally understand why people would be upset. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
said
not
this for a
surprised.
while.
Kind of been how it's been.
Yeah, it makes sense to end the story here. I've said it before, but like Akutami is ready to wrap this shit up. It's so obvious he's ready to wrap this shit up. So yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Anyway, second bit of news that we can talk about. Gege confirms that Nobara is dead. How do you guys feel about that one?
It's one of those things where, like, what are we even doing, man? like,
I mean-
okay. If you were someone who was holding on to hope,
Like me.
I don't know what to. Okay, well, fuck, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there was a small part of me, like,
No,
okay, look, I
yeah,
accepted
no.
that she wasn't going to play much of a role at this point. I at least hoped we get to see her one last time, but yeah, nope. Okay, well, fuck.
Because it's like there was no. I don't know why he did that. You know.
It was very strange.
I don't know what motivated him to write it that way.
I don't know. Real quick, I like Zenith. The reason why I think the culling games are pointless is because our big objective, save Sumiki and get Gojo back. We got Gojo back, which, you know, cool. But save Sumiki. Sumiki is already fucked, and then she dies immediately. It's not even Sumiki, by the way. It's Yorozu. Boom. X'd out. Gojo. We get him back. And this was set up specifically to set up Gojo versus Sukuna. So it's like, okay, we have Sukuna, we have Gojo. Fuck all character interaction. We are skipping right to that fight. We got what we needed out of culling games. We are going there. And now you have the whole thing with Tengen and the barrier and the merger. And then that's not coming into play either. Kenjaku himself said, like, the culling games was kind of worthless. It was like a distraction. Like, they don't really matter. I'm just here to get what I need, which is the merger. So Kenjaku himself saying, hey, the culling games don't really matter much. And then the reason why Kenjaku did the culling games in the first place, that not mattering either, it's unfortunate. I mean, side note, this isn't why the culling games is like worthless, but like we just get introduced to a fuck ton of characters. It's just a fuck ton of fights, setting up all of this different stuff, like the whole big thing like in Shibuya where it was made up like, yo, if the outside world finds out about what's going on in Japan, you know, all of the superpowers and stuff that's going on here thanks to cursed energy, they're not going to stay quiet. This big bit of world building where other nations figure out about cursed energy doesn't matter. It was literally just like, it was here and gone in like 2 chapters, unfortunately. There's a lot of shit in the culling games that ultimately does not fucking matter. It was just so we could get to Gojo versus Sukuna, which, don't get me wrong, obviously, stories are supposed to set up other parts of the story. That's just what a story's supposed to fucking do. So I'm not going to fault it for that. But, like, the fact that culling games is so blatant about, like, shit, nigga, we're just here so we can set up the next arc. So we're going to have Maki. She needs to train up. Fuck it. Just introduce 2 random ass niggas and speed run her power up. Fucking Megumi or Sukuna needs the 10 shadows technique to beat Gojo. Excuse me. What's Yorozu doing? Nothing. Fuck it. We're just gonna have Sukuna take the body, and then kill Yorozu, and then he's gonna have control over 10 shadows. I know Yorozu was like a bit, or not Yorozu, Sumiki was like a big goal of this arc, but like, whatever. We kind of don't need her anymore. We got Gojo. Okay. Yeah, I think we're ready to move on. Time skip. Like that's about it. So that's why I personally feel like culling games really does not mean all that much in the grand scheme of the story. But anyway, back to what we were saying with Nobara. It is very confusing. And I even said this on my twitter.com. You can follow me, link in the description, @AnimeBlackman. It's very confusing to me why Akutami couldn't just be like this straightforward about it? Like, why not just be like, yeah, she's cooked? Like, why? I feel like the whole definitive page that a lot of people bring up when it's Yuji going like, I get it, you know?
I get it.
Yeah, I feel like when people bring that up, it's very, like, I don't think that's a definitive panel at all, specifically because of what happened in Shibuya, where the guy was just like, hey, you know, Nobara could, like, not die. I mean, like, maybe she does, but, like, hey, there's not a 0% chance that she can stay alive, so keep that in mind, Yuji and audience. Ha ha ha, Nobara can come back. So this now definitive page for me becomes very vague, because it's like, is Nobara dead? Is Nobara in a coma? Is Nobara fighting for her life right now and it's not doing too hot? What is up with this? What's going on? Like, why not just confirm Nobara is dead? She's dead and gone. Nobody would be thinking like Nobara can come back and do XYZ if you didn't spend the time to make her status so vague and string people along for so long. I think it's especially like kind of fucked up in this arc where you have Nobara, someone who is able to do soul damage, and that's obviously such a massive thing in this arc. And so people are holding on hope like Nobara is going to come back. She's going to take one of Sukuna's like ripped off arms, hammer down. Like, how cool would it be if like all of a sudden Sukuna, you just see like a nail go through his chest. He's like, what the fuck? And it's Nobara, right? She's got like her eye patch, you know, her straw dolls and shit like that. And she's back in the story. I can't even blame people for coping for that long, because again, her status is vague and her power fits this arc's needs perfectly. Like, I can't even blame people for being like, hold on, she could be back. So to just finally confirm it in an interview and not really do that in the story itself is kind of weird. I'm not going to lie. I just wish that was handled much better.
That was kind of fucked up, dude.
Yeah, man. Like, why string people along for this long? Like, damn, bro. Damn, bro. That's kind of fucked up, bro. That's kind of fucked up. Was there any other comments that Gege made? Like, any notable ones? Chat, let me know.
I haven't heard any. It was just
I was about to
those
say
things.
it was just those things for me, but let me know. We can discuss those too.
Yeah.
But those were
It's,
like the big ones.
Yeah, and it's just unfortunate. It is. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those subverted expectations thing, man. But like, man, what if like your main trio in the story had like one of them do something?
Bro,
That'd be cool.
You don't see Yuji doing Soul Dismantle? That's the one.
Yeah, he's the one. Yeah, that's
Bro,
what I'm saying.
And we had to fucking fight to get that one, dude. I'll never forget back in Cullen Games, we went for like half a year with no Yuji chapters. I was like, bro, holy fuck. I guess that was another thing that Akutami talked about. He was like, yeah, I kind of fumbled Yuji, my bad. He was saying like, I haven't really committed to Yuji as much as I should. Which I'm happy he is saying that. I think he also said a similar thing about the Sumiki thing too, where he's like, yeah, I kind of fumbled that too, which is nice to see him be like honest about how he feels about it, because we can talk about our gripes about it all day, but to say that, but for like Akutami to come out and say that, it's like, oh, that's cool to see. Half a year's an understatement. Yuji was gone for 300 days. Was it that long? No way. Holy shit. Oh my god, bro. I didn't think it was that long, brother. Holy shit. I'm a liar, dude. I guess I do forget. Sheesh. Damn, dude. They did my son so dirty.
You know, it's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JJK, forever potential manga, man. Forever. Forever, man.
Do we have anything else?
Nah, man. I'm ready to move
Not
on
really,
to the
no.
next section.
Same
You know
here.
what I'm saying? So let's do that. Let's talk about My Hero Academia,
Yes,
chapter
last
427. I will, last week's chapter. I'll read through the chapters for JJK after we get done this MHA section, by the way, guys. Thank you for typing so much. We appreciate it. We got 36 people in here, by the way, too. Holy fuck. You guys should like the stream. You should like the stream.
True, they should.
But anyway, how did you guys feel about this MHA chapter?
It's
It was fucking good.
It's good. I like it, you know, it's just a good conclusion to the whole Spinner thing. I think sort of having it, because really this is like a chapter about like legacy and like what was the ultimate impact of Shigaraki's life. And just to portray it through like his greatest enemy and his best friend having a conversation is that's just a kind of a cool way to do it, and just what that interaction means. I love how much like of a loser Spinner is. It's great.
Can I just say, unintentionally, the funniest shit this week. The funniest shit this week is when the reporter, because you know, obviously it's the he was a gamer panel, but it's the combination. It's the combination of the panel literally right before it, where he's just like, that guy is crazy, like destroying the world for like no reason. What the fuck was up with that guy? He was a gamer. Oh no!
It's so funny,
bro. That shit
really
is hilarious, bro. Like that shit had me cracking up earlier, man. But yeah, I like seeing this sort of situation. One of my favorite songs from Kendrick Lamar is obviously "Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst." So this kind of reminded me of that a lot, which was nice. It was nice. Like Spinner just reminiscing on Shigaraki and him saying like, I'm gonna write a book about my friend, and you know, Deku saying like, you should make it a comic, which, you know, I know Silver, you mentioned it was a reference to Horikoshi's older works, right?
Yeah. It was literally a one shot called Tenko.
Yeah,
it was about this white-haired kid with the ability to destroy anything he touched, and he was going on this mission and to destroy all the weapons in the world so that they could live in peace.
That'd be kind of cool if that was like, I don't know, he wrote it, if it just turns out Spinner wrote that as like an allegory or something.
Yeah, no, I think that would be fucking awesome if that was I'm honestly hoping that is.
I don't know if that's gonna be what it is, but that's a cool little idea, you know. I like that. Overall, whatever he decides to do, it's just cool to have, you know, one of the League members still around to.
Yeah.
He's one of the characters that didn't like really have any death flags around him, so you know.
Really?
I mean, yeah, I
thought that nigga was cooked.
I would not say Spinner had like crazy death flags or anything.
Bro, they stuffed that nigga full of horse tranquilizers and quirks and said ball. I thought he was cooked, bro.
Bro, he got to the Central Hospital.
I mean, that's true. That's true. He did. I'm proud of him for that. I just thought, I was like, oh my God, this nigga is dead. Especially when like he looked behind him and there was nobody there. I was like, yeah, you're done. I was like, it's over for him, bro. But yeah, it was nice to see them have this moment together. I wonder if Toga is gonna be alive. I hope so. I guess we'll figure that out next chapter. I
didn't expect Davi to still be alive, and I like what's being done.
Yeah,
with his character. That's cool.
Yeah.
Gotta say, I mean, obviously most have been talking about Spinner, but this has been a really good chapter for Deku as well. Just sort of his convictions to doing something with what's happened, and also got just a difference in the confidence there. Just like, nah, man, don't do anything. Lets himself get grabbed and talks calmly still. Like,
yeah.
He's kind of leveled up, you know. He's kind of with it. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, even with Embers, he's fucking this nigga up. So he's like, go ahead, let him do whatever.
I mean, I don't think that was even the case, though. Like, I mean, because I don't even think he would have any Embers left. Like, it was just like his simple willingness to accept that hatred and that blame, because he knows that deep down, and he is to blame for what happened with Shigaraki as well.
It is for
And
sure.
he wants to accept that.
Yeah, it is that for sure. Absolutely. And
He's still got embers,
mature.
though.
Yeah, he still got his embers. It's very mature of him to handle it that way. It was really sweet. I really, speaking of Deku, I'm super excited to see what his statement to the world is going to be, because I feel like this chapter did a really good job at building that up. Because of what was brought up in this chapter with bystander effect, with both the woman at the beginning of the chapter as well as Spinner to an extent, because you have the woman at the start, like the older woman, where she's saying like, I'm just wondering like, how come they couldn't solve this problem sooner? And she has no idea that the issue would have been resolved if she did something. Like, I feel like that in itself is very powerful. Like, it's subtle, but it's very powerful. I did not read the chapter when it came out. I just kind of looked at spoilers. Maybe I'm just not as in tune with MHA Twitter as I used to be.
I saw like a couple.
But yeah, like I saw nobody talking about that. Like when I opened the chapter this morning, I was like, holy fuck. Like I didn't know it was her, saying these sorts of things. And so I thought that was such an important thing to mention, and not anyone was really talking about it. And then, like I mentioned earlier, bystander effect with Spinner as well, with him saying like, I could have helped out, like if only I had done something to help out Shigaraki sooner, then maybe something would have changed. And unfortunately, both situations, it's Shigaraki kind of being left on his own. Obviously, Shigaraki cares way more for the league than he does about the old bag, but like, old bag is mean. This is old bag.
Yeah, no, it's all her fault,
I'm sorry,
disrespectful
elderly lady number 445, but
yeah, although in Spinner's defense, I feel like even if he did try to step in it and try to help out Shigaraki, he just immediately would have been one.
Oh yeah, that nigga would have got face rolled. It would have been over. But yeah, just that still that feeling of like, I should have did something. Why didn't I do something? Is it's something that is like, it's, I guess, prevalent in this chapter, and I really like that. I have been for the AOT video, I'm watching the anime right now, like the last special thing, to see the differences in it. But I've also been rereading the final chapters as well, and Kiyomi says something like, why can't we just be kind to each other without having to like expect something of it? Like, why can't we just help each other? And that, like, to me, that was like constantly ringing in my mind when reading this chapter. Just like, damn, man. It really would have been like, if only I have done something, if only I did this, if only I've done that. I feel like that regret is gonna be something that resonates with a lot of people if Izuku does bring this up, or even if he doesn't, that could still be a very powerful thing to think about when it comes to things later on. I was wondering because like, what could Izuku say? Because I think it was, I don't know, it wasn't this chapter, but it was like, it was like a past chapter. It had me thinking, like, what could Izuku say to make people, because what everyone else saw was Izuku like punch Shigaraki and then that nigga exploded. They didn't see everything that happened in the Vestige world, and I saw that was a complaint online, and I totally understand. But I think what can be pulled from that is what Izuku was doing beforehand, which was not giving up, which was giving it his all, things like that. And with him telling the story of Shigaraki, and because that was another thing that was brought up in this chapter, like, no, we shouldn't sympathize with that guy. We can't, like, we can talk about him, but, we don't want it to be a sob story. We don't want to sympathize with him. I think it is important to sympathize with him, because that would that would stop someone like him from ever being created. So I think it is something like Izuku could tell Shigaraki's story and say, like, we need to do the hard thing. We need to reach out and help people. We need to stop being bystanders, and we just need to fucking help people out when they need it. you know?
Mhm.
And I was thinking about this earlier. I would love to see a situation like a callback to chapter 1 where a kid is getting bullied and another random child, he's about to like walk away, but then he thinks like, no, I need to help him. And he stands up to them like Izuku did. And that would be cool, man. That would be really fucking cool. So I'm hoping that's what we get out of like these last couple of chapters that we have left. But I don't know. I think we only have like 3 chapters left. So
I think there's 2. Am I
I
wrong?
can't remember. Are we on break next week? Can't remember.
No, we're
No.
getting another chapter.
Oh yeah, no.
Because we were on break this week, so we're getting a chapter. Yeah, damn, if it's already fucking 2
I don't
chapters.
know. Maybe I'm miscounting. Someone can say in the chat.
I don't know, man. I just don't bloody know. But yeah, whenever the story is ending, 2, 3 chapters, whatever. I'm hoping we do get something like that, because that could be cool. That could be very cool. And then yeah, chapter ends with them getting chased around by a bunch of girls and Mineta being mad because he gets no bitches. And that's about it. That's about it.
His time will come one day.
Yeah. Overall, good chapter. I had fun with this one. This was good. But let me look through these comments and then we can move on to Chainsaw Manu. God, that was a chapter, man. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
Let me see. Speaking of Sukuna, that black flash he did in this chapter 100% gave him back something to deal with Jacob's ladder. That is true. I haven't even thought about that. If he does have something to deal with that, that would be fucking funny. I'm not gonna lie. Be stupid, but very funny.
Yes, my anti-angel technique.
Yeah.
This is hate on there.
I sacrificed my left toenail, so I have fully regened all of my arms. World cutting slash. There you go, bucko, bitch. Let me see. The page turns when leaks were coming out had me gasping for air. Bro, I remember when I was reading leaks and I saw Yuta hit the ground, I was like, fuck. I was like, oh my God, bro. Get up, bro. Get up. Fuck. But hey, that was before my goat locked in. Man. Just Gege trying to make Sukuna last. If everyone jumped him from frame 1 post time skip, he would have lost. Yeah. I definitely think so as well. If they used everything they had on him, this nigga is cooked. Let me see. None of that cut people bullshit. Give me that soul, Yuji. Hey man, Yuji would say, "Hey, come here, little nigga. Give me that shit." Grab that nigga up by his stomach. Give me that shit, man. Sliced his soul. Bro. God. My nigga is crazy, bro. Strong binding vow. Yes, sir. Let me see. Sacred treasure. Divine ass pull. Gege Akutami. Hey, man, true. See, what y'all don't know is that Higuruma was wrong when 10 Shadows was gone, so he's gonna pull out the fucking totality rabbit escape Mahoragas. And because there's like a billion rabbits, they're all gonna adapt to Jacob's ladder super fast. Let me see. The fact that we don't see the ladder hit Sukuna means a lot. No, I think he definitely got hit by it. If he didn't, Angel, I'm reaching in mid panel and I'm smacking you. I'm sorry, bro. I just gotta not on your face, but like back of the head at least. You know, like come on, stupid. God damn, bro. God damn, that's the second shooter that's missed, bro. What the fuck are we doing? Hey man. Let me see. Let me fucking see here, man. He thought he was people. I don't know what that is, but you know what? I agree. He thought he was people. I wonder why they're so hell bent to save Fushiguro. They fuck with him. You know, that's the friend. That's the friend for real. That's the friend. Let me see. Sukuna is just stupid for not going all out from the beginning of the fight, and now he's actually pressed. Yeah, I mean, Sukuna is literally just like, I like to play with my food, and now his food is playing with him, so now he's kind of
He does invite challenge. That's just his thing. Yeah,
He does.
He wants people to fuck with him.
He's been trolling. Yeah, he's been fucking trolling this whole time. Let me see. Let me see. It's obvious, but it's disappointing that it's ending soon. True. Do the JoJo's thing, start all over in the same world, but somewhere else with other people. We're about to do just Jujutsu Isekai. Is that what we're doing? That's so real. Calling games were worthless except for the fights that were amazing. I wouldn't say all of them were, but there were some damn good fights in Calling Game.
There's some of the best in the series.
Absolutely. Sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Like Hikari versus Kashimo, that shit was great. Yuta versus like all those other niggas, great. I know a lot of people like Reggie versus Megumi. I'm not gonna lie, I don't care about that fight. Maybe I need to reread it.
I think it's pretty fucking cool, to be honest.
I mean, fair.
It was the last cool scene. It was the last cool thing Megumi ever did, so of course people are gonna want it.
Bro, you didn't like it when Megumi got hit with Unlimited Void 5 times?
I mean, I'm sure Megumi didn't like it.
That's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up.
Yes, I know.
Let me see. As time goes on, I keep questioning if Gege is actually a good writer. I think he's a very lazy one, unfortunately. I mean, I'm still gonna stand the hell out of JJK. That's my fucking love, my heart right there. But as a stan, I feel like I can talk my shit. I feel like I'm one of the most not obligated, but the most qualified to talk my shit about my love, my heart, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like because I mean, going back to culling games, Akutami has been like, yeah, I know what I want to do, I just don't know how to get there. And if you want an arc that encapsulates that, that's probably Shinjuku Showdown. But culling games is also very sloppy as well. Let me see. I low-key feel like Gege just thought Megumi and Yuji's combo post-Shibuya was enough of a confirmation. Yeah, I feel like that has to be the case, right? Because we just been blue-balled for, like, years. It's been, like, 2+ years since that happened now. So, yeah, he probably did.
No, it wasn't.
It was not? Oh, yeah.
It was not.
It was not, yeah. It was not very clear in the confirmation, so him coming out in this panel and saying like, yeah, like just clearing it all up. It's a shame that it's happening here, but it's nice to finally have it cleared up, you know? Didn't Kenjaku say the rule straight up didn't matter or something? Yes, true. We got Sendai, therefore I'm happy. True. It's implied by Gege in an editor's comment that he abandoned the other nation storyline due to the soldiers being tedious to draw. Man!
I mean, if that's the case...
Fuck, bro!
Alright, man.
Oh my god, bro. Hey, my bloody goodness. I mean, I don't doubt it. I'm sure, you know, drawing all those niggas is tedious, but I don't know, maybe don't introduce a plot involving the nations of the world? Like, I don't know, man. Fuck. Let me see. Gege just didn't find a way to implement her, so he finally tied off that loose end. Fuck.
We literally just told you a good way to tie off that loose end. You just talked about it.
Hey, man. Nah, this was the best way. Don't you agree?
No, fuck that shit.
Should have just let other nations have sorcerers. True. Actually, no, because that would open up a whole other thing, and Gege would not cook with that. I'm not gonna lie. Which honestly, I don't blame him for not cooking with that. Like that's a huge undertaking. Sometimes authors might be uncertain about narrative choices, so Gege created an ambiguous scenario in case he maybe wanted to use her for later, but unfortunately that seed just didn't grow and bloom. Yeah, I can agree with that.
I can believe that's exactly
Yeah.
how it went.
Yeah, I can definitely think he's just like, maybe I could use her for later.
Well,
I don't know.
I 100% believe that moment where he's basically like, Yuji's like, I get it. I think in Akutami's mind, that was like this powerfully emotional moment of confirming her death.
Yeah. And then it's
And it,
immediately like followed up by a Choso gag.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna pretend he's good at those moments on a consistent basis.
No, I'm not saying you are. I just think it's funny because he's just like, whew, all right, I got that done.
All right,
Choso gags. I'm gonna draw Choso scaring Megumi. Funny bit humor. Yeah, no. That would be funny if that was the case. He was a gamer. Frowny face, true. He was, in fact, a gamer. Shigaraki's fan base was issuing death threats against her and screaming about her. Don't worry. Hey, I'm not surprised. I don't read JJK, but Angel looks very cute. True. May we proceed to Kagurabachi? Bro, we got Chainsaw Man first. Yeah. I doubt JJK will get an epilogue arc like Hori's doing, so I don't know how he's going to wrap up all of his characters. Brother. I don't know. We may just get like a couple pages of everyone like, I don't know, doing their shit. Maybe we get like a epilogue of fucking Yuji celebrating Christmas by himself. I don't fucking know. And that's about it. But yeah, everyone died. Bad ending. Goodbye, audience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this AOT or JJK? I don't know. But
he's gonna end with him with Yuji just doing pachinko with Hikari, like just.
Oh
chilling.
God, bro. Jesus.
But yeah, Hikari's
Christ.
gonna live. He ain't even doing anything.
That nigga's stall king, bro. Holy shit. Bro, the nigga you were stalling for is dead. Get up, bro. Finish it off already. Y'all niggas been battling for 9 months. Y'all gotta have a baby or something. Golly. Goodness gracious. But anyway, we are all set to move on. We have been Hikari stall kinging long enough. We unfortunately have to delve into the darkness, chat. Chainsaw Man Chapter 170. Fellas, how did we feel about this one?
Man, fuck Barham.
Dude, remember when I said that I had my stocks in Barham? That he is gonna do some crazy shit. Y'all remember that?
I do.
Y'all in the audience, you remember when I said that this man was gonna be a menace? Because I do.
This is Ian's
To
version
be
of Death All
justified. To be vindicated.
Oh my god, bro. This.
What a motherfucker.
Oh my god.
I love Barham. He's such a dick.
The duality of man.
He can go eat a dick for all I care. He can eat shit.
God,
yeah, fuck this guy.
Bro. This was, man, dude. Yeah, Cam, that's the perfect way of putting it, bro. The plot moved, but at what cost, bro? That's the perfect way of putting it, bro.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting bad when it came to Nayuta. I was. Fujimoto said, I can do you one worse. Like, oh no. Now I have seen a theory that this isn't Nayuta because she doesn't have the beauty mark under her eye. But I also want to say, artist for gore when it comes to things like that. So it could just be like, oh shit, she doesn't. My bad. Oops.
Yeah,
like, it
really
happens all the time, unfortunately. Yeah.
I just always remember just Akutami drawing Yuji's ear healed.
Yeah. Be like, oh, sorry. It's still fucked up.
Yeah,
Oops.
it's like, oh, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. And then he still gave him RCT.
They gave him RCT a month later.
He literally could have just rolled with it. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's not important.
Yeah. Yeah. I am very surprised Eat the deluxe fatty tuna, sailor. Bro, I don't want to anymore. I ain't hungry, bro. I ain't hungry for this shit no more. Bro, because I have seen, speaking of which, another theory that what he was feeding Denji was Nayuta. Like, that's why he was saying, take your time. Like, he was putting so much emphasis on the order of things. Like, eat this slowly. Let it fucking marinate.
God,
roll on
that
your
is
tongue
so
shit.
Fucked up.
Yeah, bro, you're saying that with the biggest smile on your face. I know you are right now. I fucking see it. You got the fucking Barham stocks. I see you over there. Fucking this man, like, I've seen, like, that was the big thing that I saw. Like, he was feeding him Nayuta, so at the end, he's just like, yeah, this is what you ate. Like, oh, God, bro. Oh, God, man.
Fuck this guy.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I'm not sure what's going on with Nayuta. It looks like there's something at the bottom of her head that may be stopping her from healing. I'm not sure. But at the
It's
same
kinda
time,
weird,
yeah,
Like,
her.
it's-
Oh, go ahead. I'm
looks
sorry.
just strange. Well, no, it
Yeah.
just looks strange. I don't know what it could be. Maybe it's a fake. You know, Who
It
knows?
could be, yeah. I was saying because the lips on the head are chapped. So if it is Nayuta or whoever it is, they've been like this for quite a long time. So, like, oh man. This, I mean, like, even if it isn't Nayuta, shit is fucked, brother. Like, it's Jover. Like, Denji is gonna go crazy. Barham is definitely gonna get what he wants. And next chapter is definitely going to be one where Asa figures out Fami does not have her best interest at heart. That is another thing that we cannot forget. Asa this entire time has been like, yo, Fami, we're doing the right thing, right? Ahaha. And Fami's, anyway, y'all trying to eat some food? What y'all want to get into? You know, like, never really answering the question. But again, Asa is so much of a fucking loser. She's so much of a scumbag that she doesn't care about actually being a good person. She just wants to be seen as a good person. So even if Fami is wearing the biggest red flag on planet Earth, Asa is just like, well, you know, I'm still going to help you. I'm still going to be a good person. You're going to think I'm like the coolest ever. And you're going to be like, wow, Asa's so cool. You'll think I'm cool, right? Please say yes, please. So this is going to be the first time where she realizes like, oh no, this is very bad. Because Fami was the first person to see the head and she was just like, okay, she just went straight back to fucking eating. So everyone else is like freaking the fuck out, like what's going on? So definitely Fami has to be on this too. So yeah, this is gonna be a big chapter for both of our main characters here, man. Jeez, it is. Now that Nobara is confirmed dead, my cope shall transfer to Nayuta being alive. Hey, man.
You know what? Fucking same. I'm not even gonna try to cap with that.
There you go.
That's gonna be fucking me right now.
I'm not taking my stocks out. I'm simply transferring funds. I'm simply transferring. Fami's a baddie, therefore I shall let it slide. She gets the baddie boost. That's what it is. She's just like, I know I've committed a crime, but I am very attractive, so it's okay. You know what? True. Go ahead. I'm happy for you, Sleeping Danger. She's a baddie. She get what she want. True. Maybe Asa will overcome her insecurities and decide to do what she actually thinks is the good thing to do. I mean, like, she's gonna have to at some point. I don't know if it'll be in this moment because shit's about to go down. But she's gonna have to decide at some point or another. She's gonna have to stand for something that she believes in rather than what other people want to believe in, or even rather than just her own fucking hubris. Like, she's gonna have to actually do something. She's going to have to actually be a good person instead of just wanting to be seen as one. So I think that's definitely going to be a pivotal part of Asa as a character for sure. This shit was just very fucked, man. Very, very fucked. Like I said, I was not expecting the worst when it came to Nayuta. Yeah. Do we think Denji revs the cord? Bro, Denji is gonna fucking rip that shit out of his
God.
chest, bro. That's how hard he's
Dude.
gonna pull that shit.
The moment he saw Barham, he literally just was about to kill him.
Yeah.
Like, he
He
wasn't
was-
even trying to reach for a cord. He literally just had a fucking ditch over his ready to bash his brains out.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, bro. He was
Like, he
ready to
wasn't
kill
even
him.
trying to go with it.
and like that was Denji. He could have done it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
like
Yeah.
Denji's good at killing people. I think people like forget that, like, even when he's in like his normal human form, he's really strong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he could have just done it right there if he wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
and now that, you know, he's got quite the incentive to really go out killing some peeps. Oh.
Yeah, that sushi restaurant finna look like a Doom level, bro. Rip and tear. That shit's about to be bad, bro. Holy shit. That's about to look like the apocalypse, man. And it's gonna be interesting to see how the fuck they plan to deal with that. Cause that in itself is like, how do you prep for that? Like, bro, imagine you get the fucking briefing. It's just like, all right, yeah, we're gonna piss off Chainsaw Man, and he's gonna like murder everyone in sight. We need you to like try to stop him. What? Like, what? Like just like regular Denji? No, we're gonna like power him up. What? like what? He's like, no, you don't get it. Like, here's this whole lore. Gives him like the whole Hero of Hell backstory that Makima gave us in part 1. It's like, I'm supposed to fight that nigga? Like, what? What do you mean? Bro, what do you want from me, dude? Fuck. Hell no, man. I can't fight this. This is bullshit. Yeah, I don't know how they're planning on dealing with that, but Barham seems pretty confident, so we gonna see. Hey, you know what? Maybe this is the return. Kishibe, maybe it's time. Zenith, is it time?
Dude, Kishibe ain't fucking around with this. Like,
Bro, strongest devil hunter, you don't think he gets active here?
I think he is. Look, here's the thing. I've been on the agenda that he ain't all that. He ain't stupid either. Like,
bro, you know, what if he's just like, come
By the way,
out of
like-
retirement, one last job.
by the way, like, no agenda. It is pretty funny, just like how confused Barham is about Denji's powers. Like, chainsaws don't have that power. They're tools for cutting down trees. Weird, right?
Yeah.
I am glad they. Okay, all things considered, I am glad they addressed that fact, though. It's like, when the hell could chainsaws do that? Again, honestly, the explanation does make a reasonable sense in this verse, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, they could have had some other purpose, but they probably got eaten along with everything else that chainsaw
That
made
is
a race.
funny. I mean, do you know, because this has been a huge point of conversation in the Chainsaw Man community, you guys know why chainsaws were invented, right?
It was originally for surgery or something, right?
A kind of surgery. They were to help with childbirth.
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay.
So I think the idea is that he's like unborning them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I can bring you into this world and take you out, because like he can send you to hell and then send you back.
Um,
Yeah,
I think
okay,
that
okay.
is
That,
the rationale the series is operating on. It might be different,
That-
you know. It might be
no,
something else.
I can
completely.
definitely see Fujimoto going with that. That's definitely something right up Fujimoto's alley.
Yeah, but a lot of people have been discussing that when the whole, like, you know, that power was revealed. That was a point of discussion for a very
Yeah,
long
no, like I saw that discussion. I did look it up. It's like, okay, so they're used for surgery, and like I still didn't get it at the time. It was like,
Yeah.
hey, so that still had me confused. It's even more so then.
Oh my god, bro. I don't know why. I've never even seen this show, but I've seen so many clips. I just imagine this like a fucking Smiling Friends episode. Like,
Oh my
someone
God.
says something to
My God.
Denji, like they say something to Chainsaw Man, and it pisses him off. He just fucking eats him, and all you hear is, ah! they just fucking disappear into the void. They're gone. It's like, where did he go? Don't worry about it. Oh no, bro. Oh, Jesus Christ. That is so funny. Listen, man. I need to laugh after this fucking chapter. This shit had me fucked up, man. This shit had me fucked up, man. But yeah, is there anything else you guys want to say about this chapter before we move on?
Man, fuck Bara.
I agree.
Okay,
fuck Bara, man. I agree.
All right, yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay.
Just want to get that one in one last time.
Let me look through these comments and then we can move on to Kagurabachi. I know the people have been waiting for it. But damn, hold on, chat. Wait a minute. Let me look through these real quick. Hold on. All right, you know what? We'll do it just for y'all. All right, we'll just skip over all the fucking.
No. We're gonna have to get through these comments eventually.
Well, all right, it's not a lot, so let me look through these.
It's not a lot, guys.
Let me see. My theory is that it's going to be a Riz arc 2.0, but instead of Yoru going on a rampage, it's Pochita and Asa saves Denji. Yoru gets nukes. That would be interesting. Asa is so real for that. For being a fake-ass fraud? No, she's not. I love Asa too. Listen, but that bitch fake as hell. Let me see. These are the ones. Aries, make Asa a good person. My life is yours. True, brother. True. I'd leave, especially since there's no Makima to force me to stay. True, bro. True. I don't get the plot hole of Pochita being able to 1v9 the horsemen and weapons, but needs Yoru to beat death. But Asa is going to pull a game 6 clay to defuse the nuclear bomb. Oh yeah, true, bro. Hey, listen, man. If Asa can pull out game 6 clay, like 2016 or 15 game 6 clay, not 2024 game 6 clay. Fucking zero for fucking 16 Klay Thompson. Listen, bro. If she can do that, then we're all good, man. But I think that just showcases how powerful the Death Devil is. Plus, niggas are afraid of war, so it makes sense for a lot of people to boost her up in power. But anyway, chat.
Okay, hold on. I do want to put it out there. Very importantly, Pochita lost that fight. like don't get me. Here's the thing: the fact that he didn't die and was in that near death state as Pochita is genuinely insane, because that means he was fighting people on the level of the Darkness Devil, multiple of that, and with no hacks abilities, just raw stats,
Mm-hmm.
He was just ripping and tearing his way through that. He still lost. He didn't win that fight. Yes, he's gonna need help.
Hey man, true and for trucity. But anyway, chat, we are proceeding with the auction. Kagurabachi chapters 40 and 41. Fellas, how did we feel about these ones?
Dude,
no bad chapters.
Chapters are so fucking cool.
No
man.
bad
Here's
chapters,
the thing,
bro.
This was on last Sunday when it was me and several people in this 3-hour line at the expo. So we had nothing to do, and I just started reading some of the chapters, and I just look over to Taco, and I'm like, hey man, you gotta read Kagurabachi. He's like, alright, bet. It was the only chapter he read.
Bro, I don't blame him.
Of everything.
That shit was so good, dude.
It's so cool. Dude, here's the thing. I don't want to hear anyone talking about Aura, again, because that was Aura, that whole just presentation of the sword being used, that's how it's done, man. That shit was cinematic, and it wasn't even used yet.
It's still sheathed and everything, and the fact that it slams against the sword and it sounds like an unsheathed sword and everything. It was fuck.
So cool.
Dude, this is so fucking clean. Because the way they were even setting it up, too, like, Chihiro just being like, fuck no, I'm killing this nigga. I'm not taking any sort of doubts. He needs to die. He goes for the slice, and then they start hyping up the Shinuchi some more, talking about how it was sealed, like, extra tight, make sure the power doesn't slip out, and then it's literally, the first page is just the box being opened, and then you skip a few pages, and it's just the sword, and all of it's like, oh my god, bro. Jesus Christ. And I love the Hishaku leader, because this is fucking huge. The fact that Mr. Shiba, our goat, chat, our fucking guy, Mr. Aura Man himself in Kagurabachi, is like, yeah, bro, even like really talented and skilled sorcerers, you'd need at least 10 years. The fact that this nigga was like, whew, that 3 years was difficult, but we got it done. 3? Like, 3 years? Hello? Like, that's fucking insane, bro. Jesus Christ. And the fact that he's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna let him go ahead and use that shit. I don't care, bro. You can use that shit. We're gonna see what it is. We're gonna use you as a guinea pig, and we're just gonna see what happens when you use it, bro. What will happen now? And it's interesting where, like, it almost feels like a parallel back to what happened with Chihiro earlier in the arc, where he was just like, hey, come on, man, don't you want to kill me? You should indulge in your fucking revenge, right? You should indulge in all this extra shit. How come you're not putting, like, what's important forward? And Chihiro's just like, nigga, fuck you, I'll be back for you. And he leaves. He's like, oh, all right. I thought he was gonna kill me. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Touche. So the fact that, like, here in this moment where it's like a similar thing with Kyora, where he's putting the auction, like, he's putting himself forward, or he's putting the auction forward in this moment. He is dedicating everything he has to making sure this goes through as smoothly as possible. It's really interesting, but it's also really interesting from the perspective too, because the sword wielder, we figure out in this week's chapter that he's like trying to take him over. So it's like this weird thing where it's like Kyora is putting himself, or he's putting like the auction first, but him also trying to preserve his personality and who he is as the, you know, like the auctioneer and things like that. It's also kind of hypocritical because, like, his children are just like, well, you just exist to, like, run the auction. We don't really need you outside of that. You're literally just tools in a storehouse. That's all you are. But now that he's fighting to preserve that identity that he has, which is, you know, going towards the auction, it's like this conflict. It's like these two sides clashing against each other, man, and it's fucking sweet. It's fucking cool. I really like this shit, man. It's so good. And just the fact that, like, the user can seemingly control you from, like, just where they're sitting. This nigga is launching out attacks and shit. Hello? Like, what does that even mean? Like, if he manages to fully take you over, does that, like, I don't think that transfers it over to you, but, like, man, that's fucking crazy, because imagine if the Kamunabi do get their hands on this. Now you basically do just have the power in your hand, because I don't even have to let the wielder of the sword, the person who has the contract with the sword, I don't even have to let them go. I can literally just hand it off to fucking, I don't know, Junie B. Jones over here. Shout out Junie B. Great books, by the way. When I was a kid, carried my childhood. Her and Geronimo Stilton, two goats. But, like, I just hand it over to fucking Junie B. Jones over here, and she can use the sword like a regular person. And now I don't have to worry about, like, losing the initial contract guy. And that's kind of crazy. Like, that kind of makes me scared to see the sword fall into the Kamunabi's hands. That's kind of wild, brother.
Yeah, it's a pretty fucking, I mean, this whole thing is so cool. Like, just the sword itself is so cool. like just the moment where it's like the shadows and it kind of like writhes almost like an ocean almost.
Yeah, it's like waves. Yeah. Magatsumi. Damn, bro. That shit is raw.
And then you see just the butterfly behind him, which phew, that looks so good. And then we go to that next chapter, and there it's like I dig like the insect plant motif it has going on. It looks cool because it's everything is in like shadow or these very inky like attacks, or it's almost like it's not literally manifesting these things. It's just a good effect. The way everything's drawn here is really cool.
Yeah.
And it just makes me look forward to like when we see it fully unsheathed.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of a it's almost like Madness, how that's portrayed in Soul Eater with like all the scribbles and shit like that.
Totally see that.
Yeah, like it kind of reminds me of that. I also think it's really cool that it's insects because the Hishaku, obviously, their big thing is wood, nature, things like that. So seeing insects be this whole thing for the Shinuchi, kind of nice play along there. Some nice collaboration there. I'm not looking forward to seeing that nigga get the sword, but you know, interesting to see how those powers relate together.
He's gonna be such a menace.
He's gonna be fucking crazy, bro. Jesus Christ. But I forgot Chihiro is him, man. That nigga is so nice. Where you have Hiyuki coming in and she's just like, come on, you need a blast as powerful as Flamebone to deflect it. He's like, okay. Whoosh. I was like, oh my god! He's him! Oh my god, bro!
No, we still gotta talk about Kyora here, because like, hey, we got Hiyuki and he has both of them. They are literally both getting styled on right now, and he's still running the fucking auction. And it's like selling for 1 billion, and then once I'm done killing this motherfucker, I'm selling N10 too.
Yeah,
and still keep this going. Like that is professionalism to a fault.
He is certainly a proceeder.
He is. He is a proceeder, man. He is a proceeder, not a cheater. True.
I love, dude. I'm loving all the memes around these chapters. Just like, damn, Rokuhira. What the fuck were you doing making this thing?
Damn, bro.
I've seen like so many Oppenheimer comparisons.
I mean, yeah. It's especially funny too because Rokuhira can be such a fucking goofball. Like other times, like obviously he's very serious. Like when he talks about the Shinuchi, he's like, it's mentioned in this chapter, like he clams up about it. He's very serious. But like other times, he's just like, I got these goldfish. We should eat them. No, nigga, we're gonna take care of them. Like
we have only ever seen him as a dad.
Yes.
But he is a whole person.
Yes.
He is the person who made these weapons for his own reasons. And, you know, obviously it was probably because the conflict that they were made to end was just that bad. But, you know, it's one of those things where you just gotta keep in mind that he made this weapon. He made weapons that are incapable of killing a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's ultimately, you know, where this story goes is going to sort of come to define what his legacy is. And I do hope one day we do kind of like see more of him as a person outside of flashbacks that are Chihiro's.
Yeah, I was about to say the Kamunabi, they probably have some flashbacks of him.
Yeah, or maybe even just like Shiba, you know? What about him? You know, maybe he's got some memories that Chihiro was not privy to.
Yeah.
I'm curious what he is going to be a character that is going to change a lot just through like context. I think. We'll see.
Hell yeah.
For now, his sick as hell son is gonna be putting in the work. Cause goddamn,
Yes, sir, man.
that fire Kudo is so sick.
Kudo, bro, that shit is
Ah.
so lit. I love Tafuku too, where like he's just like, why the fuck is Hiyuki teaming up with Chihiro? He's like, nigga, they're just teaming up. I don't know what to tell you. Like, they're just teaming up. I don't know what else to say. He's like, you know what, bro? Y'all are getting in trouble for this one. This is not my fucking problem no more. That's relatable as shit. He's like, you know what? Y'all niggas got it, bro. I'm not even worried about it no more. That's all y'all. Whatever. I don't care. That's relatable as hell. But yeah, I love the fact that like one thing that was mentioned in the chapter beforehand was Kyora being like, I can't even unsheath the sword. Like, to me, I was like, oh fuck. Like, oh god, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. That in itself, I was like, oh, this is different. This is gonna be fucking different. And the fact that he's fighting with the sheath and all this other stuff too, and he's still putting in work, and like you mentioned, Silver, he is still making sure the auction is going on fine. God damn, bro, this man's crazy. This man's crazy. I also, speaking of him, I love his son Hakuri, where Hiyuki flashes back to what he told her. He's like, if you hurt him, I'm leaving you to die in there, bitch. Don't you put a finger on my mans. Like, I love that shit, man. This shit is so good, man. Oh,
He's not fucking around.
he's like, I am not playing. You will starve and die in there. Like, I am not joking, bro. I am so happy to see these two team up. We've been talking about it for forever. It's so cool to see it finally happen, especially the back-to-back flame bones. Nah, this is different. This is kind of different. This man has a fucking... He has an almighty push move too. Like, that shit's crazy. That shit's kind of crazy, chat.
It's
Damn.
cool.
And I also love how the what is it? I love how the sword is changing the landscape of the storehouse. Like, it just shows how much it's becoming like integrated with Kyora here, and how much like it's obviously visual storytelling of the sword like taking him over essentially and him fighting back, things like that. It's really cool, man. It's really cool. And then that last page, dude, with them all saying like the sword is the Kamunabis, it's their merchandise, it's their families. Damn, dude. God, I love Kagurabachi.
41 chapters of straight heat, fellas. Like,
God, bro, has not fucking missed. Jesus Christ, dude. This shit is too clean. This shit is far too clean. I gotta reread these chapters at some point. I love this story, man. I love this fucking story.
It's real good, man.
I love this shit. Is there anything? Oh, I guess last thing I have to say. Color page, fire. I loved it a lot. Really fucking good.
Man.
But yeah, is there anything else you guys would like to say before I look through these comments and then we get the F out of here?
It's cool seeing Chihiro use Aka, because he never fucking does. Like it's actually just one of the best things in his arsenal, and he almost never uses it.
Bro, save up for a rainy day.
True. I guess it's just cool to see. But I you know, maybe he hasn't been using it as much lately because he's had Flame Bone in his like pocket for a moment.
Yeah.
Like this, you know? Like maybe he can't use it if he has something already stored up or something. I don't know. That might be the explanation. And if that's the case, that's cool. You know?
Yeah. It's smart as shit, because if it's just like, I mean, if I could absorb a weapon that's on par with another enchanted blade, sure. Like, sure, I'll take that. Thanks. I'm looking forward to seeing what Hiyuki is gonna do, because I think chat, correct me if I'm wrong, when they were fighting, she went for like Rikuo ribs, and then that was when he's like, oh, I have to EX cancel out of that because like the barrier is breaking. So we're probably gonna see what that is here in this area, because it's a fucking closed off storehouse. So we're probably gonna see what that is. I am super excited to see what the fuck that could be. I'm just waiting to see her ball, bro. She's so cool. They're so cool. God, they're so cool. But let me look through these comments, and then I'm sorry. It was the spinal column. Okay, yeah, it was that. She used ribs. It was spinal column. Nigga, who is telling the truth? Who is it? God damn. There are still hostages in there though. That's true. They do got to get all of them out. But she was saying like, we gotta defeat him first. Ribs was for defense. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So it was the spinal column. Very, very good. Very good. Let me look through these comments real quick. Silver, did you have anything else you wanted to add before I do that?
Nope. I think we covered all the bases here.
Wakarimasu. All the proceeds in chat. I believe Kyoto won't die until the auction officially ends, though no matter what happens, though, I gotta respect Hokazono for making real-ass villains that stick to their beliefs to the very end.
Oh, yeah.
True and truing. I told everyone that it had flame bone stored. Hey, man. Flame D profit right there. I believe it. My John Him Shaku stocks went through the moon. Damn, bro. Hey, man, not too much. Let me see. Note that it was the same three which Chihiro was training. It's cool to see Hokuzono use the time skip to progress the villains as well as the heroes. True. Kyora needs to proceed so hard that he resisted the body control. Hey, man. It's like the one meme where it's like a picture of a naked girl, but Kyora is covering her. It's like, relax, brother. Boobs are temporary. Proceed is forever. We must proceed with the Rakuzaichi event, brother.
Rakuzaichi is forever.
Yeah, we got somebody needs to get on a case and make that shit, bro. That's funny. Let me see. All we're seeing is the tip of the sword. Pause. No, I'm kidding. That's what makes it so crazy, bro. She couldn't even unsheath it. It's just the tip of the fucking blade. That shit is crazy, man. In some ways, Kyora deserves some respect for resisting the mind control. It shows his willpower, and it's crazy that Hokuzono's going 2 for 2 on villains. True, and very true. Let me see. Whoa, my eyes went crazy. Because God forbid men have hobbies. True, that's what I'm saying, man. God forbid dudes just be dudes. The Proceeder memes are running Kagurabachi Twitter right now. True. Saves up Flame Bone specifically to annoy Hiyuki by pulling it up in front of her. Hey, man. Those are my goats right there, man. Those are my goats. Let me see. Kyoto really is just the result of 8 generations of the clan brainwashing. John Hishaku said it best. He lives for the Rakuzaichi. I can't believe I'm saying this, but he might be more enjoyable than Sojo. Hey, man, that's fine. They're both really good villains. It's literally just like, oh, do I want this really good food or this really good food? You're eating good either way. You know what I'm saying? It's fine. Jesus Christ, that's how much that is in the US dollar. That's a lot. Price would increase it since it's an auction. Hey, man, I know you're breaded, so you can pay for that, right? You can pay for that. Your stock's paid off, right? You got the fucking you got the Flame Bone prediction correct, Flame. So like, let me hold at least like $10,000. I know you can send that my way. I know you can. Let me see. Throughout the Rakuzaichi and the Sazanami clan, he alone is the proceeding one. True. He was goofy before, shown in earlier chapters. True, man, true. He's a silly little guy making death machines. I respect that. Gotta love when an author makes a character actually feel important in death. Listen, man. I've been in the JJK streets for so long, I forgot what that felt like, brother. I ain't gonna cap. It's nice. Bro, side note, one of my other friends was like, bro, it's been 2 months since Choso died. I was like, I dead ass forgot. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. That shit is crazy. 2 months already? Holy fuck, time flies.
I forgot he died.
Yeah, bro.
Damn. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you, because right afterwards, Todo. Yeah, right afterwards, Todo. And, you know, we've just been conditioned to not care about death as much. But that's because, you know, that doesn't matter anymore because we got peak. We got Kagurabachi. We got peak now. Let me see. I was wondering if War Arc Rokuhiro was straight up a killer. I don't know if we'll... Or I don't know... Or I don't think we know how old he was before the war broke out. True. Megumi can never. Potential fulfilled. True, brother. True, bro. Hey, man. Hakurei is just goated. Imagine if he could saves up a million Isos. Hey, man. 1 million Iso. Go. Yeah, man. You gotta put the controller down now at that point. Let me see. She deactivated Spinal Column because of the collateral. Didn't want to hurt the civilians. Looked it up. Chapter 21. It was Spinal Column. True. I can lend it to you for a week. Thank you, bro. Fax that joint over to me. You know where to send that. But anyway, we are getting the F up out of here. Chat, thank you so much for joining us this week. We're glad to be back. Hopefully you're all feeling better. Hopefully all of our friends are feeling better as well too. Next week, I know we're not gonna have a full pod. I know JJK is on break, but we're gonna have some fun. Hopefully you guys join us again next week. If you like the podcast, of course, make sure to like it, and then let us know down below what your favorite chapter of the week was. I already took my medication, bitch, so I didn't forget. I appreciate it though, but I appreciate you caring about my health. But anyway, y'all should look into the Mad manga. No, I'm kidding. I may look into it. I need to catch up on all my other shit first. But anyway, let us know down below what your favorite chapter of the week was. It could be Blue Lock, Blue Box, Kill Blue, Grand Blue, Blue Beetle. Yeah, let us know. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye. Mwah! And good night.